of time. What are you going to do with the time you have left? I say that if you don't reposition yourself, you could miss the best time in your life, in this season of life. Because we have got to change the way we think. We have got to change the way we function. We have got to change the way we deal with issues. And the reason that you have to begin to reposition the way you think and the way you function and the way you feel is that we many times are stuck between the lines of limited thinking and limited people and limited ideas and limited philosophies. And there's something creative down inside of you saying, let there be. You need to walk into a situation where you've been locked up and tied up and tangled up and say, let there be light, let there be healing, let there be books, let there be change in this city. You have tried 4 or 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different things. Each you worked on 90 days or so and then said it doesn't work. How can you be a leader with a 90-day test? Of course it didn't work. You didn't stick to it long enough. You didn't fight hard enough. You didn't do what it took to win. And rather than to correct it and get it right, you walked away from it and tried something else. And for the last 10, 15 years of your life, you've been on the run from one thing to the next thing to the next thing, trying to make all this stuff work. Stop it. Stand still. You have to have the courage to live with the pressure and the criticism. New levels bring new devils. You have to be tough. You have to be tough to be able to stand it. It's tough for keeping your kids encouraged while you secretly worried to death yourself. It's tough for getting ready for a birthday and don't have a birthday gift. It's tough for not being able to get the light bill paid and the water bill paid. It's tough. But what do we do with these moments? Do we just have them and go back home and wait for the next one? Almost like junkies getting a fix or smokers smoking a cigarette? Are we just habitually addicted to moments without being able to take that moment and use it strategically to do something in our lives? You do not have to accept it the way it is. Somewhere down inside of you there is creativity. We've got to break out of the barriers and the limitations and get outside of the box. Something is about to happen in your life. You've got to take it one day at a time. And when you get to the end of the day, you say, I'm not finished, but I've done everything that I was supposed to do for that day, for that time, for that season. Your season is shifting. You will be able to do now in a way that you have never been able to do it before. You haven't sung your best song. You haven't preached your best sermon yet. You haven't thought your greatest thought. You haven't written down your...
You mute. Who you mute?
Okay. Hey everybody, good afternoon, good morning. Anybody who's on this live will have to get on the video because we want to see their face. So if they are not prepared for us to see their face, then they will have to leave the live because this is a report that we are about to give and everybody have to be seen to know who's on the live. So I will ask that you guys put your videos on so we can be able to see. So good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever your time zone is. This is your girl Muku Oloma Agu, and welcome to our report, the Humanitarian Network, and report on the funeral of our mother, right? Hold on here, and I will post it on here. So this is what we're going to be talking about. When you see down the screen here, everybody share the live broadcast, invite your friends and stuff like that so we can get it going. Thelma, and I'll wait for everybody to get started and we can start from there. And like I said, I asked that everybody please turn the video on. I'm sorry because we have to see who talking and stuff like that. Claudia, is that you? So Sano, everybody welcome, 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 welcome. So if you can see the topic down here, and I'm gonna Tia's voice. Salman is here, Muku is here, Sano Kane is here, and yeah. So West Ahmed was on, but I don't know where he gone. So tell me if you guys ready. You can start. And so like I said, this is a report, a financial report on the overview and financial report on the burial of Ma Theresa, the lady in Liberia that was mugged to death, that was accused of being a witchcraft and was beaten to death. And you see Thelma here, obviously. For people who know Thelma, we all has been on and to be able to raise funds and stuff like that for situation and things in Liberia. So this is it, Thelma. I pass it on to you. And what's his name? Sano Kanen. And I will see what I can do to get some stuff put on here as well. So guys, comment, share the live with all your viewers and your friends. And we are here to discuss and give reports. So we're ready. Thelma, you have to unmute yourself. There you go.
Hi, everyone. Please give us a minute to just invite few people so we are not just talking to ourselves.
Okay, so while we invite people, I can just entertain what you guys think. I can do a little entertaining because today is Sunday. So let's hit this and see what we got here.
Yeah. D12 on the beat.
One love, yo.
I don't know what they got to do, Papa. Why you keep blessing me like this? You favor me like you this. Still keep on protecting me like this. Yeah, you sustaining me like this. I'm so grateful, yeah. Say, I don't know what they got to do, Papa. Why you keep blessing me like this? And you keep favor me like this. You protecting me like this, and you sustaining me like this. I'm so grateful. Yeah, yeah. You give me plenty money. To my daughter, from cherry. You put food on my table, clothes on my body, and you share to me. You share for me, so I say, count your blessing. Think they one by one, and you will know what thing the poor can do. I'm so thankful, yeah. See, yeah. I'm so grateful, yeah. I used to be cocky on the carry. I didn't have no lyrics. They used to call me for nothing. And sister boy, but thank God you never left me now. No, spending for me. So I raise my voice and say, I don't know. Now one thing I do, Papa, why you keep blessing me like this? You favor me like this. You keep on protecting me like this. You sustaining me like this. I'm so grateful, God. Jehovah Jireh, yeah, my provider. Oh, Jehovah Rapha, yeah, my healer. for shalom. Yeah. Oh, my peace, my peace, my peace of mind. You are my strength, like no other. Oh, you are my song in the storm. I just wanna praise you and praise you, praise you. Lift my voice to you, I give you praise. Yeah. Woo. Say, I don't know. Now one thing I do, why you keep on blessing me like this? You keep on favoring me like this. You keep on protecting me like this. You sustaining me like this. I'm so grateful, grateful God, grateful God. You give me plenty, plenty, plenty money. To my daughter, Papa Cherry. You put food on my table, clothes on my body. And you share to me, share to me, share to me. So I say, elevation back, you. Promotion back, you. Celebration back, you. Blessing back, you. Favor back, you. When it's plenty, plenty. Grateful, I'm grateful, God. Oh, I don't know. One thing I do, Papa, why you keep on asking me like this? Oh, you favor me like this. Oh, you're loving me like this. Blessing me, blessing me, blessing me. Oh, baby, grateful, Lord. Grateful, grateful. Oh, grateful.
So are we ready?
Okay.
Claudia can come back. Claudia can come back on. I
Hi,
know
everyone.
it's Liberia. I know you
Welcome
like
to
to
the show.
study.
So, if you can please share the live, invite someone. So I have my voice. Invite someone. Encourage someone to come and watch. It's just update on everything with the donation concerning Ma Theresa and where we are headed, where we are going to see ourselves for the next maybe a year or two to come. So welcome again, and we'll give.
Okay, are you guys ready to start?
Unmute yourself. Thelma.
She will come back on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I told Claudia to come back on. I don't think Sis or Rita is going to come on. She didn't respond to me.
So
She has same day and stuff.
It's Chai Keys on the beat.
Are y'all ready now? Skibidi bamba. Na 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 na. Oh na na. Yeah yeah. Oh na na. Yeah yeah. Oh na na. Yeah yeah. Oh na na. Jehovah Obadu. Papa, you're too good. Jehovah, you're too good. Papa, you're too kind. Miracle working God, give you all the praise, give you all the glory. You alone deserve it. You put my enemies under my feet. Because I have you, I face no defeat. Higher and higher, I give you the praise and I give you the honor because you're the king. You love me personally. See the testimony. You get the glory. You get the honor and everything. Yeah, you love me personally. See the testimony. You get the glory. You get the honor
Okay, guys, we're ready. Y'all just let me know what y'all want me to put on, and I'll put on.
So pretty much, we are here today to give updates. Mugu, you're gonna have to start so we can know where we're starting from and how yours is arranged.
So we are giving updates on my what's her name, Ma Theresa, the fundraiser, right? So first of all, Sano, can you do the introduction and then we can start? And you guys can tell me, Sano, you can tell me where you want us to start from, the receipt, and talk about how everything started, and I'll be waiting. So people will ask who's Ma Theresa. Let me post the picture here. This lady, the old lady that was accused of being a witch and was beaten. And you guys know Telmer and some other people, Telmer mean Pastor T and other people came on to do some collection, contribution towards her burial. So this is what we're talking about. And this is the report that we bring in to our people who, reached out to us and was able to contribute to give her a befitting funeral in the people from the diaspora and Liberia. So that's what we're going to be talking about. So you just tell me where you want to start from, and then I'll be able to put the information.
Okay, so welcome everyone. Telma, Muku, and Claudia. I'm glad that we are here. This has been long overdue, but the reason why we didn't come on earlier is because we were working on a couple of humanitarian emergencies, so we couldn't come on to give account of funds that were donated, funds that were raised by Telma, um, and other people, because we were working on three different things, humanitarian responses that we have completed. We took care of a 21-year-old boy who had a kidney issue. He's doing good. We had another kid who had a sickle cell. We got him hooked up with an organization here in the States, and he was referred to a doctor, hematologist at GFK. So he's doing good. We took care of my mom, Mary, a disabled lady who had, we had to provide some things for her, items for her, and actually renovate her home. So those are the things that the group was working on. But now this is how this started, right? How everything started. Everything started with Ma Theresa. After we got word of the video that was going around, that was actually made live by Ahmed Dukli. He supposed to be on this call, but we just got news from Liberia that it's raining heavily in some parts of Liberia, so the network is bad. So how did I get into this? When the video went live, I had a friend from the UK that called me and said, "Sando, you do have a nonprofit organization. You have people in Liberia. I think this is something that you need to jump on." When I got in, Claudia had already started an emergency response team that had a group of people from the diaspora, from Liberia, and some government officials, including Gregory Coleman, Sir Joseph. All of them were on a call, and from the day after the lady was beaten, and we started working on getting her to the hospital and also, treating her. So in that space of time, why making sure that we get things done for her, other group of people were um, doing the same thing, making sure that this lady, they get funding to make sure this lady is gets treated, and taken care of. One person, two persons on this call is Muku and Telma. We had Michael Bleedy, who actually raised some funds on GoFundMe. So I tracked them down and told them that we have a collaborative group that's already working and on Ma Theresa. So I brought him into the group and told him that we want for this to be a collaborative effort because of these type of things happening in Liberia. And the goal is for us to have this group, right, as a group that when these things happen, we can come together to find ways to help people. So this is from Ma Theresa. We now have the Humanitarian Network, and we have members in the UK, we have members in Switzerland, we have members in Liberia. And all of these people came together to help give Ma Theresa a befitting burial after she passed. The goal was for us not, yeah, we didn't know she was going to pass, but again, we came together, collaborative efforts for all humanitarians and some individuals who are not affiliated with any organization. We came together and we gave her a befitting burial. So now the thing is, for any time you have these things, money collected, fund raised, we have people in the diaspora who goes to work and they work, they stay on their feet, even if they donate $25, those funds needs to be accounted for and it needs to be used for the appropriate purposes. So this is why we are here, is to make sure that we clarify funding that was donated to Telma and Mukudem because they stay overnight to get money for this lady. So we have to give those people, hardworking people who provided money for us to help take care of that lady because we're not thinking about her being dead. So I would, at this time, for the financials, I would turn it over to Telma because she's the money woman. So I will turn it over to her and she will be able to give some details as to the fundraising, as to the, and then we'll talk a little bit, when she talks about the fundraising, we'll then talk about the funeral arrangements and burials and everything like that in our next step. Tell me you have it on mute. We still can't hear Thelma. No. Check your mic. Okay, go come. Okay. Muku Claudia says she can't hear anything too.
Claudia needs to unmute herself if she wants. But the reason why she was not hearing Thelma because Thelma was not, was not being heard. Yeah.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can
Yes.
hear you.
Oh, thank God. Thank you so much, Sano, for that. Welcome everyone. This live is not only going to be done here, it's going to be done on my page as well, and it's going to be done on the radio station in Liberia. So basically, we are just giving report of everything that's happened over the time. And if you know Thelma, you know she's big on accountability and financial
Yeah.
accountability because in our community, small money business, unique and poor. And with the route we are taking, we decided, that it's better and it's only decent when we come back and give you guys report on your money that was spent, your money that was donated, your money you work hard for. So that's why we are here. The the Humanitarian Network was funded by this group, this little team you see here. Even though we are more on the other side, is their Humanitarian Network. As you can see on your screen, there's a lot of names, their organizations, and their phone numbers. We will come back again with email addresses and stuff like that. So after we got introduced to Ma Theresa case I got connected through my team in Liberia. I sent on ground through Ahmed. Ahmed, he's here, he's part of us. And right after that, we decided to form the Humanitarian Network so that every organization that is going around, organization that people are not aware of, is under this umbrella of Humanitarian Network. So we have come together as one. So meaning if Liberia or Heritage has a project or has a project, that project can be sent to Humanitarian Network, and all these different organizations that has been that was funded by Muku, Sano, I don't want to name their different organization, which will be posted later, Claudia. Those organizations can come together and help. If Reach Foundation have a case, and that case was brought to Humanitarian Network, together we can all work together so that we avoid this other group raising money, this other group raising money. Once we all are together, it's under one umbrella, and we can say, it's just the Humanitarian Network. So your organization or your how you call it, charity organization group is by itself, but that group is also under the Humanitarian Network, if you understand what I mean. So the Humanitarian Network came together through Ma Theresa, her legacy, after she was stoned, beaten and stoned to sadly or untimely death. And my platform from Liberia, Our Heritage, and then Muku, can you state the name of your organization, please?
Smile Africa.
Smart Africa and Pastor Tony, we came together and we raised on my page, on my platform, we raised a total of $1,575. This money was later, when I got connected to the team, I told everyone right away that, hey, this is the amount I raised. I have this money. Can we work together and make it one, so that we are all doing this together? And this person, for me, I have to come back to the public and give them report of the money that I raised. So we had a meeting, and in that meeting, we decided that all funds should be sent to me at that time. And after the money is sent to me, then we will decide how to split the money and pay for everything that needed to be paid for. So along the way, I took the money and sent it to Sano, who is on the screen here. And that's the receipt that Sano received the money. That's the 1,000. All right, that's the 1,575 that Sano did receive. And Ahmad, on the other hand, reported $300 that he had raised on his own. I think half of that money was also sent to Ahmad by Sano. And then the lady who helped Ahmad in the process when the Omar died, she was the one in the hospital. She reported to us that she received $150 US.
Hey, Muku.
Yes, sir.
Can you put the screenshot, the breakdown screenshot on the
we will post this on Facebook also. This would be
we got the screenshot.
Yeah, so I can see it. So I'm reading from my own page.
That's okay. Just go ahead. But just for the people.
Right. She reported $150 US, United States dollars, and 4,000 Liberian dollars. That's the money we were aware of.
And that's Vermont, right?
Yes. And
Okay.
then someone named
Michael.
Michael,
Lady.
reported $472 that he has raised on his own from Cash App, and then from the GoFundMe, he raised $1,073.89, bringing the total amount to $3,725.89. That was the total that was raised for Ma Theresa funeral. And this total is what we're going to give you a full breakdown of how this money was spent or how this money was used. Fortunately for us, we got St. Moses. I don't know if this Orita here.
No.
Okay. So Sis Orita got St. Moses.
So tell me, we're gonna go into the funeral. Just go through the breakdown.
Okay.
Yeah, just go through the breakdowns. What was spent.
All right.
From that
and
amount.
Everybody, if you can share the live system, or this live, you can stream it right away while you're on here too. You can just stream it from your page as well.
Show me how to do it. I'll do it right now.
Sano, I show Sano. So go to the little button on your live there, and it will say more, where you're supposed to put your name and stuff. They will say more, and it will say stream to all.
Yeah, we can. It's not showing. So I share it on my phone.
Okay, just share it on your page.
I have to have an account to do that.
Oh, okay.
I will create
you
an
gotta
account,
have an account.
Yeah, so any live you go on, you can be able to share. Yeah.
Right. Okay. We'll just do another one.
Everybody, please share the live. Everybody that's watching, please share the live and at least comment so we know that you're watching. Because if you don't comment, we will not recognize you. Okay, Sister.
All right. So out of that $3,725.89, which was the total received, any other money, we are not aware of it. Want to make that really clear. The casket and the tomb was $260. I don't know if you can zoom that. The casket and the tomb was $260. The gravesite, which is the little land that was bought, was $150. And that's what we are aware of. This one is what we know fully 100% about. So I'm just gonna break that down. Continue. Okay. And then Sano, you put the GoFundMe fees. Okay, came from on the same money.
The GoFundMe fees is because the total amount we receive. I put the total amount received, but then I also put the fees that were charged for GoFundMe. So if you look at the receipt, he actually received about in cash 900 and change.
All right. So the total fees for GoFundMe was $146.26. That was the total amount for GoFundMe. But then the total amount received was $1,073.89.
Yes, ma'am.
That's the total amount received from GoFundMe. Gotcha.
Yes, ma'am.
And then there are other funds that I sent on my own, and there are other funds that Sano here sent on his own also. But that amount is not included in the total amount raised for the Oma funeral. So I will leave those ones out for now. We're just going to focus on the $3,725.89 that was raised. We're going to leave that amount out for now. So that was the total amount raised and used for the Oma funeral. Now let's come to the funeral cost, because we didn't touch that. We only pay for the casket and the tomb. The tomb is the building of that little big stuff. The little big how you call it? The thing the casket.
The tomb. It was 100, yeah.
Which was $150. And then the casket was the casket in that tomb. No, the gravesite was $150. The casket and the tomb was $260 together. St. Moses was able to cover through Sis Ma Theresa. St. Moses was able to cover the breakdown for the funeral, embalmment, the embalmment, the auditorium, which is the church for which we had a funeral. I think we're just asked to give the boys little things, something here and there, small, just to tip them. But St. Moses, we want to say thank you for a job well done. We did not pay St. Moses a dime, and he embalmed the body for us. We also did not pay for the church. Now let's come to media. Claudia's gone. When we come to media, also that media was covered by Sano. You have the amount there. It was 3. Sano, what's the total you read?
Can you put the other spreadsheet, the shorter one? Okay. So the media, and tell me I can take it from here.
That was 345. Yes, go ahead and then
okay.
Me again.
So basically, the media was actually arranged by Claudia. She's in Liberia. She's in and out of the the podcast right now. It was arranged by Claudia, and we actually got Punch TV, KMTV, and Hot FM to cover the funeral, the visual, and also Punch TV. We had an interview on Punch TV as well, giving people the times and details for the funeral. I actually paid for the media coverage, and Claudia arranged the
okay,
media.
I'm trying to connect. I can't hear
you. Are connected, Claudia.
Claudia, you are connected. We can hear you. So I cover the media. And then during the funeral, so again, in this public manner, because I know probably this may be shared, over. We want to tell Sis Orita, she was instrumental in getting St. Moses to cover everything funeral, the hearse, the church, the embalmment. We did not pay anything to cover the funeral. We only paid $140 for the workers, right, to take the body from the church, to the funeral. So the group as us, we really didn't spend the whole what we expensed. The whole funeral was just $921 approximately.
Total.
Because we had a lot of things that were donated free. We have this Mr. Tia Partmo, who donated $200 for the band that was there. And he also donated 20,000 Liberian dollars for entertainment and transportation, right? So the total amount that we collected, the 3,000 and change, we used about $900. However, the breakdown that we are giving the public right now is the breakdown that we have since we last spoke with Michael Bleedy and his brother. So the funds that Vermont received, we have no breakdown of those. The $1,555 that was sent to Michael, which he eventually sent it to his brother in Liberia. And Muku, can you put the receipt that I sent, the money that I sent to Michael? So this was the amount that 12 months sent me from she, Muku, and Sis Tonian fundraiser. $1,575. I sent that to Michael after we brought him into the group for this collaborative effort. I sent it to him and his brother, Sis Orita Ahmed in Vermont. They were the ones on the ground running everything. Michael's brother took care of the tomb, the gravesite. Sis Orita took care of funeral service, media. Tia Pratmo took care of the band and money to pay to feed them and for recreation. There was no repast. Nothing was spent on repast. So the 900 and change is the official amount that we do have knowledge of. So the balance of the money, Michael told the group that his brother was going to send us a comprehensive report that we should not worry. And
I wanna come in there, Sano. When you talk about the 900 for all the total expenses, keep in mind that the $125 that is listed here was not part of the donation.
No, this I'm only talking about the money from the fundraiser. And
yeah,
plus
but you included on the list, you included it in the $971. So you gotta deduct that out.
The 125 you sent to Thelma?
To Vermont.
To Vermont?
Yes.
Yeah, I put it in the expense and I had to deduct that.
Yeah, but it's not added to the donation. So if you put it, I'm looking up here.
Can you put the donation up, Muku? Can you put the spreadsheet up?
Yeah, hold on.
Because you got a spreadsheet, you got all the donations, and then you have expensive. So the expensive comes, the 125 comes under the donation, but it is not under the fundraiser.
Yeah, so I gave the total. The 125 is not part of the. It's not part of the one. It's not part of any of the money that was funds that was sent specifically from Thelma, which was not part of the total funds collected for the funeral. Okay, so the 125 that is different from
We get it, Mom.
Claudia, your background is a bit noisy.
All right. So we just wanted to kind of clear the air and just to make everybody understand that this group had good relationship with people in Liberia, that we didn't spend money that we thought we were going to spend.
So Sano, like we said, the funds were forwarded to Michael Bleedy, and he promised to give us.
Folks, I want everybody on here to rest assured that a comprehensive report will be made by Nana. He is somebody that you can count on even after the situation. Not a penny will be used not for the intended purpose. So I want everybody to rest assured when it comes to that. There's nothing to be worried about here. I gave you that assurance. Thank you. Folks, I want everybody on here to rest assured that.
So then after that assurance was given to us, Tillman reached out to his brother to get the report, because we needed to give financial report to all our donors, for those who donated to us usually, which of course that's what Tillman does. And after he had promised that his brother was going to give us report, Tillman reached out to him through text messages on Messenger, and this was his response to her. So
can you read the date, please?
The date, oh Jesus Christ, the date is actually it's not really on here. So if you guys get it, but it was like 2 something a.m. in the morning when you reach out to him concerning the, report and to get the financial breakdown on the expenditure for the $1,570 that was sent. After you reach out to him, his response was, thank you so much for your concern. We all have repetition to protect. Reach out to him. Here. His response was, thank you so much for your concern. We all have repetition to protect. Reach out to him. Here. His response was, thank you so much
Claudia,
for
can you
your
please cut off
concern.
your
We
the
all
stuff in the
have
background?
repetition to
Mute
protect.
Claudia. Mute Claudia.
All right.
Let's do it that way that you can mute her, please.
Yes, I
Thank you.
muted her already. Sorry. So after Thelma had reached out to him and talking about she have to make the report and all of that. If you guys are watching, can zoom it and
That
read
was
through
March
it.
26th.
Or March 26th, and it was at about 2 a.m. in the morning when he responded at 2:37 a.m. He said, thank you so much for your concern. We all have repetition to protect. Here, get to Michael, bleeded my sister. After Michael had promised us that what's his name? Nanu was going to give us a breakdown. And if you guys can see on the screen here, Michael bleeded black. Thelma, because he chose not to give us report on all the money that was sent to him, which of course he haven't done either. He told us that it was news for the purpose, but he has not, he has not given us any report on it. So this is the text message between them, and then this is the text message, and then when we talk about the money that was sent by Sano to Ahmed to present to Michael's brother, this was the video he recorded. The money was given to him as well, just as evidence.
My name is Nanu. Okay, this is Michael Bleedy, little brother. This is Michael Bleedy, little brother. I come to give him the money. I gave him 190 in cash. I sent him transfer 110. Total about 300 USD. I received from Mr. Ahmed Duple. Yeah. That I have here. Yeah, this is very much on another call as it relates to the same matter. So inshallah, I'm not saying the money that Mr. Dugle collected to help the Omar have been turned over to me. Yeah. So Mr. Dugle had no other money in possession. So the total money is 300. 110 in cash, 190 in cash, and about 110 was transferred to my phone that I received. So I hope you people get me. It's honest too. So I don't want anybody going around and say he did not give the money. I received the money from him. So thank you very much.
Okay, I just want to say something. I just want to say something about the money that Ahmed turned over to Nano, which is Michael's brother. That money was sent on the evening. It was specifically for us to get a private vehicle to take the old mom from the house where she was to the hospital. During the night that we were making arrangements to get the old mom to the hospital, Gregory Coleman, Sir Joseph, the medical team from Switzerland, which is one of the Humanitarian Network member from Switzerland, we had arranged for nurses to meet Ma Theresa as soon as she gets to the hospital. We had also arranged for long-term residence for Ma Theresa. This was all not any knowledge to Michael Bleedy or even Muku and Telman, because at that particular time, I hadn't tracked them down to let them know that we had a comprehensive humanitarian response team working on Ma Theresa along with the government. We went out calling everybody that we could to get an ambulance because she was beaten and we didn't know which part of her body was broken. We didn't know her state. We were not medical people at the time, so we called my friend from Switzerland. We had his medical team ready to meet Ma Theresa at the hospital. We called for ambulance. We called Sir Joseph to ask him if he had ambulances, and he didn't have ambulance. I called my friend who's a partner with my watchman, the emergency response team in Liberia. They called out to JFK, to the fire service. We could not find an ambulance and medical professionals to come and take the woman because the Ma Theresa was bleeding so much from her head. I sent $150 to Ahmed. A friend from Maryland, Hillary Stracker, sent another $50. And I think Ahmed added his own $50 on our money. It's something that Ahmed, he doesn't want to tell people. But that $300, Ahmed added $50 to that money. So just in the time that we sent Ahmed to go and get a car, a private car or taxi or anything, transportation to come to get the woman, Michael Bleedy sent a car by his niece, Velma. And the reason why Michael even knew the location, or Velma knew the location of where Ma Theresa was because of them reaching out to Ahmed to find out. And Ahmed, while he was doing it live, Ahmed gave a discrete description so that anybody who was listening to his live was going to find Ma Theresa. This is the reason why Michael even got into this. This is the reason why I went out to look for him after someone sent me a GoFundMe that he started. The morning after Ma Theresa went to the hospital, and I went and got him and told him we had a comprehensive emergency response team working on Ma Theresa. And I can tell everybody in listening right now, the humanitarian response team didn't need fundraiser at the particular time because we had everything planned and ready to pay the bills and everything like that. And just to let you know, I think there's some things going out in the public that Michael Bleedy did this alone. The team that did this is this team right here. And you know what? And this is not to take credit. This is my first time doing this. I've been doing humanitarian work in Liberia for 11 years. But when you take someone money, you have to give account for the money that you use, even if it's $1. And that is why we are on this live, because Thelma Muku and Mantonia, they need to give account of the money they collected. Michael promised, his brother promised to give account for the money that was collected. They need to give account for the money that was collected. And I'm telling everyone that donated to both GoFundMe and money raised, Thelma and Muku and Sis Tonia is telling y'all what happened to the money that y'all gave them. Everyone who donated money need to contact Michael. There's a list. We have the GoFundMe. We have the list of everybody that's donated. They need to contact Michael Bleedy and ask him what was done with the money. We never paid anything for funeral services. We never had repast. the band I was playing was donated. I paid for all the coverage, all the TV coverage that you saw at the funeral. For those who watched the funeral, it was paid by this group because I am part of this group. It was my donation, but it was paid by the Humanitarian Network. And Humanitarian Network was not the name of this group. This was Ma Theresa, Team Ma Theresa. When Claudia put this team together. Claudia, if you can talk, can you get on? Because you actually put the team together and you were the one bringing all the stakeholders together before I get on. Can you just give a synopsis? Bringing all the stakeholders together before I get on. Can you just give a synopsis?
So, Claudia, if you have another phone on, all you need to do is to delete,
Can you hear me?
turn the phone on. Yes, we can hear you now. Mhm. Claudia,
Go
we
ahead,
can hear
Claudia.
you. Go ahead. So,
It's the network.
probably it's the network, but before she gets on, Sana was talking about us asking Marco Bleedy about all the contribution that was given to him, and he promised to have given us report, and he has not given it. And for each time, some numerous time, people reach out to him, he blocked them. Once it's about asking him about the money. Like Sandra said, we really did not spend a lot of money from the donation that was given to us. But this is a humanitarian group, and we have a lot of cases that coming in. So definitely we need this money to be in the treasure, or be safe to be able to help other people in Liberia. So, and then he promised us to give us report, and he has not done it, and he chose not to do it. We got other videos of other things, and we saying that Marco Bleedy should be able to come out here to tell the Liberian people in the diaspora the money that we collected, what he did with it. He did not give us no report, even with a GoFundMe, even though he sent it to Liberia, but still they have not given us no GoFundMe. His brother, we had a lot of different meetings. We reached out to his brother to come and be a part of the meeting to give us report. His brother refused to do it as well, after they both promised to be transparent when it comes to the money. So we still got more life to do. We still got more awareness, because we need this money. We got people in Liberia who are sick. We got people who need to contribute to help and other things. So we really need to get to him, guys. So your money that you collected was turned to Michael Bleedy, trusting him that it would be news for the purpose, and it was not news for it. Claudia, if you're ready,
And
let me
I
put.
can I come here a little bit?
Thelma, Thelma, can you talk about what that money was supposed to be
Yeah,
used
that's why
for?
I just asked so I can come in a little bit.
Yes, ma'am.
If
Go
Claudia
ahead,
wants to
Thelma.
come in, she can come in before me.
Mhm. Claudia?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Sorry about that. It's raining where we are. There is Madam Nina Marshall. She has a foundation in Liberia, and she and I are always like, scouting Facebook, and when we ran across Ahmed's, well, actually, it was another guy who posted about seeing a witch or whatever, and I started following his page before I ran into Ahmed Dukley's page. Then Madam Lena suggested I contact Ahmed, see how best we could locate the late Ma Theresa. And when I tried getting on the scene, it was so hostile. I was a little afraid, so I got in contact with police officer Samuel Ford. He works at he's in the Department of Public Safety. So through Samuel, I think he sent some police officers to Ahmed to, to secure the area, get her out, and everything like that. It was through Madam Lena. I don't want to forget about her, because
Yes.
she connected me with Sando, started getting the other few people in the group, and then Sando too. He has network. He started drawing everyone in, and I'm shocked, because I see a lot of women on here that are bloggers. I hardly follow blogging, and so it turned out to be something worthwhile. But the whole thing with Ma Theresa and stuff like that, like I can't take all the full credit because I was in the background. It was really Ahmed. I was just telling him what to do, and he was doing it, and I'm really proud of that. So I don't want to take the full credit for, the group. Sorry about that. Sorry, I just got on. I don't even know what's going on. All right, so
Yeah.
that's what happened, Sando. Okay, so sorry, it's raining out here. When it rains, we gotta watch out
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, man. So
All right,
Ahmed.
so
So
yeah, go
tell
ahead,
me.
so Ahmed.
Tell me on me.
Claudia, can you please cover the media that was provided, please?
Okay, so basically to get awareness out to everyone to let people know what's going on in terms of, like you said, accountability is very important. People should know what every move is being made because there's something called human rights that they practice in Liberia. And even Ma Theresa had her rights, to be helped or not to be helped. So we needed to get media involved. I contact Punch FM. I contact a lot of places, but Punch TV, Punch FM, they were on the scene, did radio interview. I mean, they were frontline. They did their best for us. Contacted Hot FM. Due to the schedule, we weren't able to, have our normal radio, you know, how you call it, Seth?
Interview.
Premiere, yeah. So we will do that soon once we complete this other process. I contacted KMTV. They were on the scene. I think the funeral, the wake, the vigil, everything, they were, on time. Um, Online River was able to pretty much just blog something. Around Town Africa blogged as well. And, with the media, there was a lot of awareness put out. Everyone in the media was like, wow, you guys did that. I'm like, it's something that I felt like we didn't really need media to really, put it out there because not everything you do, you just call media. But the media was involved. Like I said, we still have to reach out to Hot FM. KMTV is on KMTV as well as Punch has dedicated themselves to be a part whenever we need them. Even sometimes they can even, post like, oh, SOSs here and there in my inbox and stuff, and stuff like that. So the media was really helpful. Sando donated, I think $300, that 350 or something like that.
Yeah.
So each media institute, I never
340.
knew that,
345.
I haven't been in the media in quite a while, but it's cost price, 140 they charge, and radio stations charge 50, 75. Hot FM charges like $75. There were some other media outlets that wanted to help, but not free. So we only stuck with Hot FM, Punch, Cam TV, and the other blog, Facebook online bloggers. So that's the media aspect.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Claudia.
Okay.
So basically, we come back to where we were. We're talking about accountability. This is, for me, this is not so much of, coming or proof of point or who did what or who did better, but this is all about accountability because of where we are going, we are headed. Um, People tend to say, the last time we did this, what did you guys do with the money? You didn't give us a report. People are very skeptical when it comes to donating, and coming out here, I can assure you I was afraid, I was skeptical, I was panicking because I don't want this to affect my platform tomorrow and people say, well, we trusted you and you didn't do the needful. You usually make sure the money goes to where it's supposed to go, and you come back to us with receipts. But this time around, you have not. All I had was the screenshot of the cash out transfer of the 1,575 to Mr. Sano. I had nothing else to show. So I was seriously panicking till I couldn't sleep. I had to wait 2 a.m. to contact Sano's brother.
Michael's
That's
brother.
how much I was panicking, you know. I need to talk to this man. Where is the report? You know, I need to know where the money go. At that moment, Michael had already blocked me because of the flyer that was put out for the Oman. The initial flyer did not have time, it didn't have date, it did not have, it was inappropriately done, it did not represent the group. It was a felt. It was her last minute, and I don't think anybody wanted to remember her looking like
Like
this
that. Yes.
for a flyer. So we
Yes.
had a meeting which Michael was part of, and on that meeting we formed a committee. And in that committee, Muku, Telma, and Pastor Tony, myself, Pastor Tony, was responsible to come up with a flyer for the program. And at that time, Michael has told us that he was going to go to Liberia to be present for the funeral. So he was in charge of Liberia. Once he gets there, he'll be in charge of the funeral. That was the agreement we had. Right after that meeting, I got a text in the group literally threatening me for the money that this person knew nothing about. She sent a text as if there was some communication that I was eating money or I stole money. And this was money I raised on my own with Muku and Pastor Tony. And this money was supposed to be used directly to the OMA process. It was not for the group. I communicated with the group because I felt we're working together. So when I got the threat, I became upset and I said, you know what? I don't want to be in charge of any money anymore. Sano, yes, the money, you take charge. When Sano got the money, not knowing that Michael Bleedy was behind the whole thing, he sent the money to Michael. So later, the next day, that was when the flyer came out. We reached out to him. The group reached out to him. Michael, the flyer have no date. It has no address. It's done inappropriately. Can you please take it down? We are doing a decent flyer where we will find out, we're looking for a decent picture. At that time, we are sent Vima to look for a different picture in the community where the Oma lived that will more represent her. And I was also working, I do graphic, I was working on the other pictures from the scene or from the hospital to make it look much better. So he said he wasn't taking the flyer down. And we went up and down in the group, and I made a response that Sando, you got to own up to what you, I mean, that's Sando, but Michael, you got to own up to what you did. The flyer is inappropriate. It doesn't represent us. It has no address. The letters are cutting out of the other side of the flyer. Just take the flyer down and wait. According to the meeting we had, let's go according to it. We are grown-ups. You can jump over everyone and just make decisions. The decision has to be made together. So he got upset. He blocked me. And the last time we communicated was a threat message from him, telling me not to raise money on the Oma's behalf or do anything else in this Oma name, Mother Teresa, because he was the legal guardian. As far as concerned, he's the legal guardian of the Oma. Every one of us have no right to her. And I asked him, I said, what make you the legal guardian? You don't even know this woman. You have no connection with her. There is no family. Go and bring me the court paper that state that you are the legal guardian or the legal, how you call it, power of attorney for her. And then we can go from there. But as it stands, you are in no position to tell me what to or not to concerning this old lady. So he blocked me, which is fine. So I've not been able to reach to him. The only person I could reach to was his brother Nanu, who we contacted. He was also part of one of the meetings, and he promised us that he have received all the money and a full report will be done. So we relaxed. After the funeral and everything, we gave him a couple of days, and then we reached out to him for the report, no report. So I personally reached out to him. I said, hey, brother, we still need a report. I need to go live and give the people update. My name is involved, your name is involved, and I need report. He said he owe me nothing. I should go to Michael. But if I cannot get hold of Michael, and you were the one on ground working with Sister Theresa, and you were the one who received all the funds, you might as well defend yourself. I mean, by giving us the report. He said no. So we have not been able to get report for any one of them. Yet, we are hearing all over that Michael Bleedy single-handedly sponsored the Omar funeral, making me, Thelma, to look bad, because if he paid everything out of his pocket, then what did I do with the money received? I did nothing with it, but he received that very money. So no, the only money I know that Michael contributed to this Omar, because the money Ahmad raised, that money was used to pay the medical bill.
The medical bill.
So that 300 went towards the medical bill. And that was exactly what we were owing. So, and now you see the video was made, and you see Amma giving Nanu is giving detail of every cent that he received from Amma. And that money he used it to pay the medical bill. The funeral service was free. Everything else that had connection with St. Moses was free. The tomb and the vault was $260. The land was $150, and that money did not come from Michael at all. With the GoFundMe, Michael himself donated $500. He put $500 towards the GoFundMe,
and he collected his money,
and he cashed that money out. So the extra $400 and some more dollars that came through the GoFundMe plus his $500 is with him. We have no record of that. Every single money that Vermont raised, the $150 she told us about, and the $4,000 Liberty, as far as I know, that money wasn't turned over to Nanu either, because when I spoke with Nanu, he said he hasn't received that money from Vermont. So that money was never used for the funeral. So as far as we know, the funeral was covered by Ahmad and the donation Thelma, Muku, Pastor Tony raised. Michael did not cover the Omar funeral. We want to get that very clear. We are yet to receive any updates or expensive. Keep in mind, Nanu wasn't working by himself. He was working with Ahmad. He was working with Ma Theresa, who is a part of this humanitarian network. Also, Mama Orita, rather, who is a part.
Orita Bethman, yes.
Part of this humanitarian network. She has also in connection with Claudia been working with the law to bring justice. This money was supposed to be used to fix a bubble, to place it to where the Omar was beaten. And that bubble, we were waiting for permit from Sis Orita from the court, the
City Hall.
The civil court. So we were obtaining the rights to be able to plan a bubble from the government before we can go ahead and print out the bubble. We are also forming a committee and a group of team that were going out with flyers. We're printing out flyers, T-shirts, bumper sticker, and getting in contact with different blogs and different bloggers to do an awareness on treating how to treat an elderly, so that this thing don't get repeated or doesn't repeat itself on another elderly. Since the incident, we have seen 2 elderly so far that were mistreated or maltreated by citizens, one of which was taken to the police station through the Mrs. Livingstone, Yeswa Livingstone, who is also a part of this network. Her order, She told someone to pick that elderly up, take them to the police station. The police in return rejected the elderly to provide protection. The police rejected the elderly. So these are things that we were supposed to use the funding for, to educate them, get the police involved, go from community to community, educate these people, and also have those men that did this to this old man arrested. And we have not stopped. We are still working from the day the old man was buried till now. We have been working, all thanks to Claudia, all thanks to Ma Theresa, Ma Orita. I keep saying Teresa, may Teresa so rest in peace. All thanks to Claudia, all thanks to Ma Orita. She has been working tirelessly to make sure that Ma Theresa get justice. So that money was supposed to be used to bring the perpetrator to the law, so that this thing don't repeat itself to another older folks, or in the name of, because they saw you on the street and you look funny, you are a witch. Being old is not a sin. We built a team with Ahmad that he was supposed to spearhead with them to go into the interior area
community
to make sure they are educating people, carry flyer, bro. We were buying buckets, printing those things on bucket, on different items, t-shirts to hand over to people. Being old doesn't make you a witch. Our elderly deserve better. And this is money that was squandered and taken by Michael. And sadly, he's parading. And I'm not afraid, I'm not ashamed, and I'm disappointed in Michael for his age. A man in his 50s to do such, use an elderly situation to sit on top of it and do this. This is a man that appeared on Miracle Show to bash this little boy, saying that the boy was only in it for the money. He also told myself that Sano and every other person on this team was in it for the money. I should be careful. Yet, he was the one who received the money, and he was the vampire. He was the how they call the snake, the venom.
The venom.
I know what I'm doing. Yeah, he was that.
And then we are even trying to advocate for a lot of people in place, for vulnerable adults in Liberia, for it to be passed.
We
So we
working
need,
on that law.
yeah,
We also working on senior citizen homes, so that when they pick up these people with dementia from the streets, obviously I came to America before I got to know dementia. Everybody that was in my community that was wish I even know Oma.
that was crazy too.
You eat from the Oma, you come die. You come die. Look at our finger, all wrinkle. You're about to die. When we got to America, we realized that these people are vulnerable adults. These are people who suffer with different sicknesses, and dementia is real. It's real, and it's dealing with the elder. It's even dealing with young people. I watched a Nigerian actress. She said she suffered from dementia, and she's an actress. She said she will run in the streets, and her family will run after her. It would take men upon men to hold her, to be able to pull her down. Back home, I remember they'll say you got demon behind you.
Are you crazy?
Yes, she was later diagnosed with dementia, and now she's taking her treatment. She's doing better, and we see most of the old folks, they are doing better. So we were hoping to get in contact with the government to give us senior citizen homes, to put something in place, some law in place that protect our elderly, so that my mom is there. Imagine someone seeing my mom in the street and she can't find her way around, and
you say
grab
she
her
crazy.
and lie that she's in wish because she look mentally ill. So we have been working. This team have been working. Besides this, we have also catered to other children needs. We have had more than 5 cases in the hospital, and we're still working, and I'm telling you, we have not come to the public. We have been using our own funds, and we have those proof, those receipts. We have been collectively collecting money around among ourselves and paying medical bills paying people treatment and
Finding
some of
businesses for them,
yeah, and
homes.
getting in contact with other organizations that are able to help. Other organizations like the Mantua Foundation that is building a hospital. We were excited when Mantua joined us so that those hospitals can be used when we needed it the most, you know. So we've been connecting with everyone who has an organization. Put your organization on and we will add you. Can you put a list up again, Muku? We will add you to the list, and this list will be posted in a group first. If you want the number change, your number will be changed and your organization number will be posted. And this list will be out there for the general public so that when they have problem, they can reach out to this group. You know, we were also trying to get in contact, or we will be getting in contact with Kwame Weeks because he handle most of the cases. Sometimes reach out to him so that he can reach to us before going live with these cases. So we have not been sitting. We've been working. Hector Scatter, we've been working tirelessly. At the same time, as Claudia said, we got radio stations who are on board. We got different radio stations that we can just go on to interview for these things. We were waiting to give, update on at least one arrest before we can come up. But trust me, this is a case that is not going to go cold and has not gone cold. We've been working.
Okay, so thank you, Thelma. But I think we wouldn't have been here without Ahmed going live and actually going to look for that woman the following day. Went to 2 police stations, went through the community to make sure he finds Ma Theresa. And this is the reason why she had a befitting burial, and she was, she was sent to God, man, with her crown. So Ahmed, we want
We
to tell
give you
you
the
thank you.
we give you the platform to say
We gave
something.
we gave you the platform now
Before
to say
before
something.
Ahmed comes in, I want to make something very clear. There was a show that was made or hosted by Miracle concerning Ahmed being a thief, and Ahmed was in it for the money with Michael Bleedy. Michael apologized
He
to Ahmed.
apologized to the group and to
He
Ahmed in the
apologized to the
group.
entire group. In order for him to receive those money, he needed to put out a public statement, which was supposed to be held the day before he blacked
On
everyone.
our show.
Yeah.
And it never happened. But he apologized to Ahmed
But
because he was
did.
indicating that Ahmed was part of the kids that were beating the lady. He wanted to implicate Ahmed, but he didn't know that we were already working with Senator Sir Joseph and Gregory Coleman, and they all knew everything about Ahmed, and he was trying to implicate this kid. So Ahmed, go ahead and say something.
unmute yourself, Ahmed.
Unmute yourself. Yeah. Unmute. Yeah. We can hear you.
He's gonna have to go out and come back
Go
because
out
he
and come
got a
back.
call. Anytime you
It
get
looks
a
like
call,
you got a
do that.
call.
Yeah.
So go out. Ahmed, go out and come back in.
And just to extend to the other group, we want to say thank you to Patience and Beauty for their hard work. What's his name?
Dwight Port.
Duet. You're gonna have to help me with his name. You probably
Slope
do that name.
Sherman. Slope Sherman, he has the medical team in Liberia. He has been working along with us. Our past 2 cases that we just completed, he has been working with us. His medical team has been working with us. Sis Lena, she's in the UK. She got me into this. This is my first time doing this because I focus on my orphanages. I got in Liberia. Thelma put me into this. Thelma Muku, Sis Lena, they put me into this. But we are in, and I've been praying for something like this because most of the time we go on Facebook and we see videos of people getting maltreated. Like we saw the other guy who was placed in the ends, in the black ends.
Right.
So this mob justice is bad for our country. So I'm so pleased that we have a group who are going to tackle this thing, not by ourselves, but we want to tackle it, and we're going to talk about it next. Go ahead, Ahmed.
Yeah, well, things to do, Yeah, before the incident could happen, like I just say after the incident that night, the next day when I reached to how they call it to the Oman place, right after I off my life, Sano was the one who contacted me. Mr. Sano, when he contacted me, he told me, son, yeah, while I saw it, it touched me, and then I want to help the Oman. Yeah. So I see myself too, I got a plan too. Yeah. So right now I don't have anything. So what we need to do, we need to try and get people. He said, no, don't worry on it. Yeah. I think Cordio, we talked to Cordio too. He said, oh, she should reach out to me. Yeah. So I should reach out to me. She called me directly on my number. He said, oh, where are you? I said, well, I already to the Oman place. I said, how you doing it? I said, no, we won't try to carry Omar to the hospital. They said, oh, bro, no problem. Call police. Right away, and we spent 2 minutes, police already on the scene. Yeah, I was so happy for that. So I had to decide to say, oh, but how you doing it? So while I was thinking about something to do, I had to say, but Ahmed, instead of you waiting for a car to come, I'm saying you money quick and go get a car. Because we talk to, I know, Sir Joseph and other people for ambulance, there were no ambulance. So right away, Mr. Sando sent me 150 USD cash. Yeah. So I want to leave the people there and then tell my neighbor to go get some car and all that stuff. But in that process, I had Mr. Ali call it Margot Bleedy brother came in. When they come in, they say, oh, we want to help too. Yeah. I say, oh, but then we all get the same goal. Right away, I talked to Sando. I say, oh, some people here too, they want to help. They bring car already. Sando say, all right, no hesitation. Just put the Oma on the car and they carry to GFK. When I tell them about GFK, they say no, we're going to EW hospital. As Mr. Sando to say, all right, no problem. Stay in a hospital, that will go there. So I go laugh to let them know what all is going on. When I get on the laugh to, then Vermont on the scene nowadays here. Vermont, you are working for Margot BD too. Yeah, with Margot BD too, brother or there too. So we get to the hospital, we call things sure, we get to the hospital, and people say, oh, there was no space for, I mean, the one that, and how they call it, bare space. So wait there for some time. I went again and do me and some doctor told the woman we carry her on the bed. Yeah, we carry her there. Everything was moving smoothly. Yeah, when how they call it, Vermont start talking to our uncle now, things start going different way. Yeah, all things to Sando once again. They started accusing me of a lot of stuff. People started saying things, but I know what I was there for. They started saying, oh, Ahmed is there for the money, Ahmed is there for this, that. She even told me that, oh, I yet to see glory. Why she text me after she text me that, oh, Ahmed, I want to reach up to the Oma. I didn't even see the text. I later through my live, I was watching my live video. I see that someone comment, say, oh, Vemo, this is the location where the Oma is. Saying you're looking for the Oma. Tag her in a live. Yeah. So I had to reach out to the Oma. Well, not to explain much, everybody already finished saying what was happening and why that happened. Yeah. When I received that money, the money was given. First of all, Mr. Sano told me that, Sano told me that, oh, I should take $50 for all the money. I said, no, that I know you can do more than this. The money was sent for so purpose, but I will keep the money here until everything is done. Because they told me to keep the money and watch while everything happening. So I was waiting. I didn't take the 50 that he told me to take for the money. I didn't take nothing from them. Yeah. One other girl from America too saying $100 USD. Through her boyfriend in Liberia. Yeah, I received that money too. So the money was 250. A man saying $40. Then
Hillary, right?
yeah,
Hillary Sparker.
somebody saying another more $10. So the money reached up to $300 USD. Yeah. So after the incident happened, after everything, Margot really said you want to take out everything. So I decided to say, all right, since the Oman, we have lost the Oman, okay, let me just refund everybody money. In that process, a lot of people are money I want to refund to them. I posted it. The people say no, we want the money again. But the person that sent the $40, I already finished sending the man money to him. But based on our own record already that having 300 for the people. So
You
I
added
had
$50.
$40 to the money. I have $40 to the money to correct the money to 300 back. So I gave on to them. I hand over the money to Michael Billy brother. Yeah. That everyone in the group chat said I should do. So I handed the money over back to him. And I was still talking to with system who were putting me on the red path to telling me what to do, what to not do. It went too far. I don't even know the one woman from America to just tell me to join a live like that. Yes. But later I go and watch her previous live. She was the same person casting me, telling me a lot of stuff. But thank God system and tell me to not join the live. Yeah. And then I understand that she was saying the right thing because I know she was doing it for fame or what. Yeah. Well, first of all,
And so,
thanks for everything.
Ahmed, we want to appreciate you and we are honored to have you on this team. We want you to know that we are honored to have you on this team. And let me respond to Vero. This life is not about a lady that was killed at EWA Junction. This life is about the overview and financial report of Ma Theresa homegoing. So we need all reports and we need all financial expenditure that was made in Liberia towards Ma Theresa burial. So this is not about any lady that was killed at Barnesville Junction or Garnersville Junction. Thank you and welcome to our life.
And that is including the money that you received
And yes, we need
as
report
well
on
that was
all every
reported. We
fund.
need all the report that was spent. If you because Michael blocked Thelma and I. So if you can reach out to your uncle and please tell him to get with us to provide breakdown of the money that was given to him because
Like he promised to. He promised to do that.
we spend less than $900 for the Oma barrier. And with the money he raised, plus the money Thelma raised, which was supposed to be used for awareness after the funeral, we sent it to Michael because we needed money on the ground. So right after the funeral, we can start working on awareness. We have no information of that money. So we have Charlotte, who was in the room with Ma Theresa, with and one of the things that we need Liberian people to know is that in time of crisis like this, a lot of people manipulate to get over, right? So a lot of people manipulate to get over. I will challenge Vermont right now on this call. If Vermont can come on this call and give me the number of her employer that she said fire her, that was all over social media. Let her give me the name and number of her employer.
I beg you, let's focus on what we
That fire her because all these things are manipulation.
Because she said
All
she
these
was
things,
fired because she was
she
in the
said she
hospital
was
with a woman.
fired from her job.
Listen, we here for the report. We here
We
to
here
tell.
for the no, I'm
We will
sending
get
message
there.
to
We will
her.
get there. Let's wait.
We need all the financial report.
Exactly.
And
Let's stay
secondly,
focused.
we don't want, when it comes to these things, we don't want self glory, self reward. If you choose to be a humanitarian, be a humanitarian. And you know where your blessing will come from? Above. You don't have to look for popularity, going on live and telling people you have to do this, you have to do that. This organization is not, and I want you to know too. This organization, not because your mom's sick, you can't call us. This organization is for crucial cases,
Mugu, you're
crucial
not
state
sorting out
cases.
cases.
Yes,
You
so
are.
Charlotte,
You
Nana,
are not.
no.
When your man said
Charlotte
call
was in the
us.
room. Charlotte was in the room with
So
Ma
Charlotte,
Theresa.
like Charlotte, the audience for her to say what she got
Yes.
to say.
So let Charlotte get
So
on.
Charlotte, I will unmute you and then you can come on and give your input. Go ahead, Charlotte.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Oh, firstly, I want to say thank you to Sister Ma. Thank you very much, my beautiful mommy, for adding me to this group. It did well. Mm. All in all, what has happened had already happened. I can't say much, but at least I played my part. I was there. I did what I could do. Even though I never had money to spend, but at least my time and effort, I believe it was enough. That's all I can say. Thanks to
So
everyone. Thanks to Sano. Thanks to Amma. Thanks to Sis Muku. Everybody.
So
So
let me respond to this, Thelma, before you come on. What is the show? Is about J. Eric D. Bestman. If you look across the screen right here in the red, you will see the reason of the show. That's the topic. Thank you very much.
maybe he can read it because myself I can't read it too.
It
So just
really is. So it's actually about it says here the overview and financial report of Ma Theresa homegoing. I know you will ask some people will ask the question, who is Ma Theresa? Ma Theresa is the lady that they accused in Garnersville. Is that Tomo
Chocolate
Village or
City.
Chocolate City intersection? They accused her of being a witchcraft, and she was brutally beaten to death. So that's the lady we're talking about because in the diaspora, what we can say, light-hearted Liberians came together and collected money to be able to give her a buffet. Actually, we came with the intention of giving her medical care and to be able to take care of her, but unfortunately, she did not make it. And if you want to know this, the old lady, I know she looks so beautiful here. You might not recognize her, but if you want to recognize her, you can look at this picture. The lady that was beaten and killed, and so that's the report because everybody in America in the diaspora, we came together, we collected money to bury her, and we need to give our people who contributed or donated to us reports. So that's what we're here for. Thank you.
thank you. I just want to say a very big thank you as well to Charlotte. Charlotte was at the hospital with um Ma Theresa in Vermont. She did awesome when fire was all over the whole. I was calling to calm situation down. She was one of those who truly understood at that time. And even when it came to the funeral, she didn't want to go. I literally had to drag her out of her house and say, "Hey, you gotta go." And she went there. She was there. She sent me video and pictures, and we just want to say thank you for being a part of the team. You're awesome, and we appreciate you. We love you also. And she was excited to be added to the group and to be one of those in Liberia on foot when we need her to do some of the running around. She's in school right now, so it's going to be a little tight, but I told her when we need her, Ahmed will be coming to her. So once we start the on foot project, which we will do, even without the funds, I just
And
want to
some of
say
us
this
will be
because
coming to Liberia to mobilize with you as well.
right, right. Even without the funds, we are still raising the awareness. Without the money, we are still fighting for the elderly. We have not stopped and we will not stop. She's going to get justice and we are going to go get on our feet. If you want to be a part of this team, send me an inbox, send Muku an inbox, send Sano an inbox, send Charlotte, Ahmad, whoever, and we'll add you to the group if you want to be a part of the team. Our goal is to make sure that our people in Liberia receive better. We all have soft hearts and we cannot live to see people suffer. So we decided to come together to at least do the little we can do. Like the little girl who mom took her and put her on the fire. I have not rested. I've been raising funds behind the scene like crazy. I've not even told my team. I'm just saying it today. I've been calling and begging people, even if it's $10. And I have a little donation for her. And I just wanted that money to grow a little bit because by the time you tell people you get money, the next thing they start saying, "Oh, she keeping the poor money. Oh, it's just crazy." And I look at people a lot because
Thank
what
you, Eric.
is 300? What is even? I have raised over $10,000 for people. So what is 300, $400, $1,000 that your name was spoiled? God forbid if I ever take money that was raised to help somebody and eat it. May the lightning of God strike me dead if I take somebody's money and use it for my own selfish gain and not give that money for the purpose in which it was meant for. It is sad. It is a disgrace and a shame and an embarrassment for me to do so. My name and my legacy stands. I didn't even want to do this. But once the team agreed, we all agreed together. So I told them, well, if this is what we have to do, no problem. I'm here. I will do it with you guys. And that's what we are here. Accountability, loyalty, and fairness. Give the money to whom is due. If the money is meant for John, even if it was $1 million, and that money, your name wasn't written for a penny. For once, swallow your ego. For once, close your mouth to greediness. For once, let the how they call it, cataract, cover your eyes for money greed and deliver that money for the purpose in which it was used for. And to see people who accuse other people do the very same thing is a shame, a disgrace, and a dishonor to your age.
Okay, Simon, thank you.
Anthony.
Oh, Jesus, go ahead.
It's an embarrassment. And we are calling on, stop blocking people. If you come and be a part of the team and you raise money, they give you money, don't block people. Don't do that. Don't do that. I only block you if I'm sick and tired of hearing your response. But not if your money is in my hands. Because once your money in my hand, I owe you. I'm entitled to you. So Michael Bleedy was entitled to us. He owed us. He owed the Liberian people. He owed the general public. So he needs to give account of the money he sent to Liberia, because he stopped Nanu from giving us report. He stopped his brother from giving us report. And it's a shame and a disgrace. And that money was never used for that purpose, because even the band, what's the guy name who played for the band?
Tia Partner.
Tia is a part of this humanitarian.
He is a part of this group.
He's part of this group. And this group is growing so fast and so big.
He paid $200 for their band and gave them $20,000 Liberian dollars for refreshment.
Right.
And there were no refreshment.
So we owe the people who worked hard in America and worked tirelessly, we owe them explanation for their little funds. We want to say thank you. I say thank you to every one of us. Team Muku, Pastor Tony, Claudia, Brother Sando. He said, I'm not saying no text. I'm going to leave with picture. You can see graphic, but he won't be. When you say you plot, then he won't finish. But this man is an amazing man. I have never seen somebody so worked out and so, what a word I want to use, stressed out about people receiving treatment. By the time he can't even see the kids, he treat me, tell me, we got to take this, we got to do this. And I tell him, brother, you got to come down 18 at 1 day at a time. We got plenty of people to help. But he's just overwhelmed, and he
trying to divide it.
Yeah, he have brought me so much joy and make me even love what I do more. When I look at him, I look at myself in the mirror and I say, tell my son who can do this again. This man use his own money. I know I use my own money, but it's just this much. But this man will use this much to the point I told him my own Ramadan. Because he just crave over other people's problem, and that is a blessing, and we are happy to have you part of the humanitarian network. We love you, and there is nothing you can do about it, and I bless God that we cross paths. Keep doing what you do.
So sis, let me check on you for a minute, brother Sano. What's his name? Ahmed, if you're watching, you can take this guy number, because honestly we need a lot of committed people in Liberia, on ground. We need committed
I got his number
committed
already.
people, yeah, on ground that will be part of this whole thing with us. So like Sis Dema said, anybody who wants to be a part of it in Liberia, you can contact Ahmed, and Ahmed will get to us. Okay, we will not be the one contacting you. Ahmed is on ground. He will
I'm
call
in Florida.
yeah, and Ahmed and Claudia and then Basama, she's in Wisconsin, no problem. Everybody else here live in the US. We'll be more than glad to have you. So send out your brother Jerry wife. She will get in contact with you, okay? So she definitely will get in contact with you. So yes, so like we said, we need faithful people, we need committed people who have the heart. It's not about me coming to do something so they can recognize that Muku can do it or Muku have done it. You understand? There are a lot of things people do behind closed door that we cannot talk about. And Sano and what's her name, Summer, I am honored to be a part of this group. I'm so glad you reached out to me, Sano, and I'm so glad Thelma agreed, and I agree for us to come together as one. Like sometimes I can sit, I say, then we will get plenty Liberian churches around here. Everybody can just come together and just serve God. Souls will be one. So I'm so glad. I know everybody got their little thing going on, but I'm so glad we came together and not with this big spirit or bigoted to say, oh, but I got my own organization why I can just run it. You understand? But we came together as a team, and we promise and vow with God above that we will stand together. We stand together, we hold tight. And I want you to know, brothers and sisters can fall apart, siblings can fuss, but guess what? We love each other. And I believe we have come together with love, with our heart, with the desire that we have to help people in Africa. So and we want you to know that we stand with you. I know we just got teeny little bit of men in a group, but get ready. Women, when we're together, we can do something. I know you will go frustrated, we can go back and forth, but we mean it with sisters. So we
Yeah.
love you, and we are so glad to be a part of this group, and we are so glad to work with you.
So beauty and patience, the both of them are not humanitarian, or they
They
don't
are.
have an
They don't have a
organization.
group.
But those two,
Look
welcome,
at it,
brother.
you
So
lit.
in little, so those two, beauty and patience, want to say thank you openly, publicly. We want
Yeah.
to say thank you. There was a case that reached us, and that case was all over. It was this lady who has given birth through
Yes.
cesarean um, method,
C-section. Yes.
and her wound did not heal, and she was draining and bleeding out of the womb. We all saw it online. Those patients and
And
beauty,
beauty.
they took out that case,
Before we
and by
got
the
there,
time we got in, they contacted us and say, "Hey, sis, we saw your
we
your, your
already got
message.
it.
You are looking for the woman. Don't worry, we got this." So they too are already part of the team, and together, they did most of the work. Those two, they did all of the work actually,
Yep.
and now we all work together, and they are part of here. Want to say thank you. When they see cases, they go crazy over
Crazy.
it, and then
Yeah.
together we just do it. So
And
yes,
when
so
it's
this
sending the
network
cases,
is
it gets
good.
so overwhelming for some of
They
us
get
to be them.
crying.
What kind of thing is this? But
And the thing about a patient, I call patient one morning, ma, 5 a.m. patient crying.
Crying.
Sano was the one who texted me and said, "Tell me, I know what going on. Patient having a breakdown for some case." So I woke up, I called, I said, "What's going on?" Oh, I guess that I said, "Man, please, you will see so,
she's
you will
seen
see
nothing yet.
broken bone, you see
She's
nothing
seen
yet."
nothing
It's
yet.
too early to start crying. And she said, "Okay, my heart will count down." Yeah, I said, "We
Yeah.
got this, sis. We
So
can do it."
another
So we just
another
working.
person wants to join. So I mean, when you look at the
Okay.
comment, and another thing I want you to know, this is not only limited to Liberians in the
Period.
US. No,
Oh
we
yeah.
want to make this thing worldwide. You in Australia, you in Europe, any part of Europe, any part of the
You
world.
can join
This
this.
is social media. You can join us. You can inbox anybody, or even if you don't know how to get in contact, just go on Facebook. Say, "I'm looking for that humanitarian network. I want to be a part of it." Somebody
We're
will
going to
see it.
have all our
You know,
pages, all our social
and we
media,
have going to have
website,
our website, and
everything
everything
will
is
soon be
in the
running.
pipeline. So anybody who want to be a part of this, it don't matter what part of the world, even you in Ghana, you in Nigeria, any part of the world, you are Liberian, you need to
So
come on. For now it's only Liberia we're extending this to. So when you go worldwide, then maybe other national can join, but for now it's just Liberia.
To
right?
add to this, to add to Muku,
Coming from a Nigerian woman.
Yeah,
currently we
I'm half
have
and half.
members in the UK, we have members in Switzerland, the US, and Liberia. So this is a concerted effort. And all we're trying to do is when there's someone in need, we can mobilize, raise funds, and in critical need that needs something quick that we can just make a quick impact, we will come. We will raise that money, or we'll take money from our pocket and we will help. So we are not here. I've been running orphanages for 11 years. I have an orphanage in Carisburg with 23 kids. I have about 50 kids in school. I have students in vocational school, in university right now that my organization is paying for. So this is our life. Thelma been doing this for over 10 years. Muku is my
Since
sister-in-law.
2019. What made me your
Yes.
sister-in-law?
You got my Jimmy raincoat.
But
I'm not
that does
here.
not mean that does not make me your sister-in-law. Say a
You my
line clear on the here
sister-in-law.
before my man
Whatever,
can leave
man.
me. What are you talking
No, you're
about?
not
Say
leaving, man.
are your niece, man.
Whatever, man. So, people in the social media world, this is just good Liberians coming together to make an impact because it's needed. One thing I know, there's no competition in helping people.
No.
Right.
For people, because there's a lot of needs in Liberia. There's no competition. There's no lack of people to help. But this group is going to stay. This group is going to work with the government, and we're going to create policies. Right now, as we speak, we are working with the Senate. We're working with the president's office. We have policy documents already created to create a law in Ma Theresa's name. We will be meeting the president, we'll be meeting the Senate. As we said, Sir Joseph is aware of this. Gregory Coleman is aware of this. The Senate Pro Tem is aware of this.
Sure, she's fully aware.
She's fully aware, and she's taking this on. So this is not just us burying Ma Theresa. It is through her that like-minded Liberians came together, and we brought media, social media, traditional media in Liberia, and group of humanitarians to come to make Liberia a better place. So guys, this is just the beginning. This is our first live. And as we say, sorry for everyone who gave money to Thelma or Michael. We couldn't come to give financial, financial report because right after Ma Theresa, in fact, before Ma Theresa was buried, we were already working on 3 cases. A kid with liver issues, a kid with sickle cell issue, a disabled lady who needed help with housing and everything like that. And then each person in the group were working on separate things as well. So we will be coming out to the community of Thelma and Muku. They're on the social media team. They're going to create, the Facebook. We're going to get the website. This organization is going to be registered as a 501c3 nonprofit organization in the US, and it will be registered as a nonprofit organization in Liberia. And we will coordinate with every like-minded organization or individuals who has the passion to help. That's all it is. But before we go, right, we got 4 minutes. We're finishing at 8, right? 8 my time. Before we go, we want to tell everybody who mourned, who cried, who who saw that disgusting video. I haven't watched it. They sent it to me. I still haven't watched Ma Theresa video when she was beaten. I haven't watched it. I told Selma I ain't watching it. Right? But for everyone who watched it, we can assure you we will get those kids who beat that lady. We will get them. The police is working on it. A lot of other security organizations within the government are working and collaborating with the police. We will get perpetrators who beat that old man, and we'll let the public know. But we want to let you know that the burial of that old man, it was not one person. It was a concerted effort,
Team.
with a team. And the person who's going out there that people think he buried that old man, the person who became a guardian of the old man without legal paperwork and POA,
Guardian of the dead body.
as he professed, he didn't pay no money for media. He didn't pay no money for burial. He didn't pay no money for medical bills.
Neither casket.
Neither casket.
Neither great site.
Neither tomb. So Michael Bleedy, if any media who wants to call me or call us in this group with Michael Bleedy on, we are available. So Michael Bleedy can come and tell the public what he did with the money.
And we got what he did because he gave us a video of what he would do. He decided to do it with our contribution.
Exactly.
So we got so many videos and evidence, but we're waiting for Michael Bleedy to please come and give us our money.
He feels that we coming on here, as he said, that he told people we were doing this for money, and he feels that what we are saying is wrong. I am pleading to him as a brother, because he's my brother. I have no malice against him. But the thing is, the money that he took from people, I know how hard I work to get $25. There's a lot of people in our community not making $25 an hour.
Nope.
But if they can donate $25, is 1 hour of their effort standing on their feet. We have to tell them what the money was used for. If Michael does not want to give us, if he doesn't want to give us information on his GoFundMe, he did that GoFundMe. But the $1,575 he received, the $150 that Velma says she received from people, the $20,000 that was given to Velma, the $200 was paid for the band. St. Moses did the funeral free of charge. So we did not spend $1,000 to send Ma Theresa home. So Michael, if you hear this podcast, because you blocked me and you blocked Thelma, man up, as I told you, do the right thing. And man up, I told you to do the right thing, to apologize to Ahmed because you were trying to implicate him. You didn't, you was not a man to go and do it. But you came into the group in closed doors to do it. And it was good for me because Ahmed was on the call when you apologized to him. But now you have to be the man to say, this is what I did with the money. Hey, if you told us you spend 150, your brother spent 150 for the tomb, if you come back and say you spend,
no, we're not taking verbal reports. We want paper for our place.
If you give us a report and say you spend $1,000, brother, we would take that report and say, okay, this is what Michael said he spent for it, and we give it to the public and let the public be the judge.
With the receipt too, with the seal and stamp from the company and the business.
So I just want to tell again, everyone in this group, Thelma, Muku, Dwight, Slope Shammer, Yukon J, Claudia, Patience, Beauty, Arimita,
Do it,
Sis
yeah, Pastor
Teresa.
Rita,
Teresa,
God,
Sis
Sam.
Olita, Sam, everyone. We have about 19 Liberians who's striving to make things better in Liberia. And again, to everyone, if you want to join this group, send me a send me how they can call it IM DM. It's DM.
And secondly, I want y'all to know if anybody have a case and you want to send it to us, send it to us. And when it comes to any contribution from the United States, it's this group. Y'all
Folks, I want everybody on here to rest assured that comprehensive report will be made by Nana. He is somebody that you can count on even after the situation. Not a penny will be used not for the intended purpose. So I want everybody to rest assured when it comes to that. There's nothing to be worried about here. Just, yep, I gave you that assurance. Thank you.
That's the man
There
called
you go.
Marco Bleedy. Y'all please fear him. Y'all don't give him no money for anybody sickness or whatever. Anybody to step in as an organization is this organization right here. I'm saying it. My muff can feel nobody head. My hair can feel nobody muff. I'm a Nigerian woman too, and I get girl. So you can't even carry my blood to suck. So this is the team here that you guys should be contacting. We're gonna set up our Facebook channel, our Instagram, our YouTube, and everything. So our Facebook uh, uh channel will be open to everybody who can post, cases and stuff. At least in that way, we'll be able to get in. So y'all should please like, follow. If y'all see Humanitarian Network, y'all please like, follow, share, and everything, and give us the view so we can be able to get to y'all. So yeah, thank you and have a blessed and fruitful day. And
Thank you. Thank you.
we're waiting for the report from Mr. Bleedy. And after he come for us, then we'll come again with another video. We need the money. Like Sano said, $25 an hour, that whole 1 hour my knee can be hurting me. So just imagine then you contribute more than $25. So that how much? That almost 5 hours of your time is standing. If you do $100, like 4 hours of your whole life standing, or 5 hour rather standing on my rotting knee. So we need report on our money that everybody collected. Sister, thank you for your good artwork, and our logo was created by Sister Man.
I think that the wrong
And
one you got.
where we
No,
got
we
plenty.
got variety, man. We got
This one,
variety.
this one.
We got the one with the
The
fire. We
other one
got
with the
plenty.
blue without the fire.
Oh
Don't
yeah, we
worry.
got plenty. Don't worry. We got some for t-shirt. We got some for handkerchief. We got some for pin. We're gonna be coming out with our t-shirts. You buy it. These things, a lot of times when we tell people we're doing fundraiser, your help. 99% of the people in America, some of the people they will even go and help in Africa, like the family member, but they won't do it. So you guys need to put hand around us, even that dollar. 100 people get dollar, 1,000 people get dollar. And that's small money here. So we're coming on our pages, and we'll be doing a lot of mobilizing this summer as well. Okay, guys. So thank
Yeah,
you so much.
and also we will to add to what Moku said. We are giving funds now is optional. If you want to donate, you can do that. We are not forcing anybody because the cases we have, we've been taking care of it. We go in our chambers. We just had a meeting. We're gonna have another meeting, and then we'll discuss how we should raise funds. And then we'll come back to you with these cases and say, hey, because we have tons of cases right now that we have not touched. So when you send your case and you see I respond, don't think I ignore you. I took
It's
your
being
case
vetted.
and send it to the group. We just need to go through these cases and see which one the group is able to cater to, because we don't want to take cases that have no hope, even though we are not gods, but have no hope, and then the funds is wasted.
No,
But
since time only people must contribute if they want to contribute. We don't have to have case
that's what
to
I say.
contribute.
That's what I said.
Y'all
We add more
contribute, we'll put
case.
the money in the treasure, we'll put the money in the bank. So when we need it, we'll take it from there. Yeah, y'all
What a woman
contribute.
position again, you gotta up it. If you're the woman in charge of the book.
And we can we can
Y'all
tell
make me eat
everyone.
y'all money. Tell me y'all will get fair because when y'all coming for any case, I will have to say, but what y'all will get fair with me.
But
And so
that's
y'all
it,
get money
Mugu.
for
You
that.
gotta
Yeah,
screen the case.
yeah.
I
I will
told
So
screen the
the
Sana, I
case.
said
vetting,
you put the Mugu on picking case.
he's on
Many
vetting
cases will be
cases.
laid down at your wall.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, that's the structure. As long as the group come together and say, no, we're not doing it, we're not doing it. So, but
Yeah, man.
I want to let everybody know that not a penny. I mean, I know people out there know who I am. They know what I do. They know how long I have my organization. This is the first time I have ever done this stuff. My partner from the UK, Miss Lena Marshall, who's humanitarian herself, she actually sent me that video, which I haven't yet watched. So we can promise, man, we can tell everybody your money, your $25, your $50, your $10. God has blessed all of us that we kind of good. We good. We business people. Thelma is a businesswoman. Muku is a businesswoman.
Y'all please go on my page
On your website.
and on my website and shop. I beg y'all shop there, y'all drop.
So we got, everybody, for me, I'm just a servant. I just a little man. I ain't got nothing but that small thing. If I got 25 cents, I can share 2 cents with somebody. So
Yes.
I just want to let everyone know, man, in social media. And in Liberia, listen up. We will have a radio interview on Hot FM soon.
Right. That's why I want to talk
And we'll
about.
be on it. All of us from America will be on it.
We will, yes, we'll have an interview on Hot FM, and y'all will continue to hear us in Liberia because we will be working on cases as we are doing now. So I just want to tell everyone in Liberia and in Europe and in the US, good night. And for all those who took the time to spend the time with us to listen to a group of hardworking, passionate Liberians who are willing to help. We just want to say good night and want to say thanks everyone.
And we love you guys with the love
We
of
love
God.
you.
Please, y'all don't call nobody personal line just to act foolish with them here. Anybody call our personal line and to act foolish, we block them. Y'all have a blessed and fruitful day. Tama, Sano, we'll talk to y'all later. Bye
Okay then.
bye. And
Bye.
this is Muku.